Hey, how's it going? Choosing a cordless power tool brand is a tough choice with all the options that are on the market today. In today's video, I'm going to help you make the best decision for you. Welcome back. I'm Chris Kuzak, and on this channel I cover DIY projects and homeowner solutions to everyday problems. So if you're new here, you might want to consider subscribing. There is a huge selection of brands on the market to choose from, and it would be impossible to cover them all in a decent amount of time. So for the sake of time, I will discuss only the most popular cordless power tool brands in this video. Stick around to the end because, as a bonus, I'll share with you what brand I use and why. Let me know if you're looking for my opinion on a specific brand in the comments, and I'll be happy to help you out. Now, having said all that, my goal is not to persuade you to buy or not to buy a certain brand. My goal is to simply help you make an informed decision. So you may be wondering why this decision is such a big deal. Well, all this stems from the fact that the batteries are not cross-compatible. Every brand of battery is a different type of connection. And when you choose a brand, you will actually be buying into a battery system. Once you buy into a specific battery system, you can invest further into other tools depending on the projects you are working on, and you can actually buy tools without batteries, which will save you money. This is why I recommend that before you decide on which brand to go with, that it would be wise to look at the variety of tools offered by that brand. Obviously the basic drills, circular saw, reciprocating saw will all be offered, but some brands, not all, may offer cordless shop vacs, chop saws, nailers, specialty tools that you might see yourself needing. So do your research and see the variety of tools offered by the brand for your first kit. It's no secret that brands design their cordless power tools to appeal to a specific type of customer. Obviously the durability of the tools will vary depending on if they target the pros or the DIY homeowner. Pros need tools that can withstand daily use and abuse and stand the test of time, whereas DIYers may only use their tools monthly, maybe weekly. It is usually for this reason that you will see pro targeting brands cost more when compared to their DIY equivalents. Let's go over some of the well-known brands and discuss who they appear to be targeting. I'll start with the pro brands. First, there's Milwaukee. Milwaukee is quickly growing in popularity among pros. If you go on MilwaukeeTool.com, you'll immediately see their target customers are the tradespeople. They offer both an 18 volt and a 12 volt line of products referred to as M18 and M12 respectively. Their M18 product line boasts over 200 tools to choose from, while their portable M12 product line has over 100 tools. The M12 battery also powers their wearable line of heated jackets and sweaters, which are great for people in outdoor trades. Dewalt is probably one of the most widely recognized brands as a result of being featured on many home improvement TV shows. But Dewalt isn't just a pretty face. They offer some of the most powerful tools available. They have the 20 volt max system and flex volt system that is capable of up to 60 volts. If you go to Dewalt.com, you can instantly recognize that they are targeting the pro looking for the most powerful tools. Their 20 volt max lines include over 200 tools, and they have an undisclosed number of large heavy duty tools that run in the 60 volt max flex volt system. Bosch is another brand that has earned its place at the top of the pro list. I've heard of pros that only use Bosch due to the precise high manufacturing standards that the company has. They offer an 18 volt line and a 12 volt line. They don't indicate anywhere how many tools they offer or that are available in either of the battery systems, but a scroll through the BoschTools.com site brought me to the conclusion that they have the essentials and their selection won't disappoint most pros. Right on the homepage, you will see at the top right corner of the screen, Power Tools for Professionals. I think it's quite obvious who they're after. Ridgid has a mission statement to build for the world's expert tradespeople. They've built a trust with their customers by offering their lifetime service agreement. This is probably their biggest competitive advantage, and I think it tells people that they stand behind their product. They offer 12 volt, 18 volt, and have recently launched their 18 volt Octane line, which is brushless and compact. Hilti is irrefutably a heavy-duty industrial brand name for cordless power tools. They not only aim for the pros, but they target specific industries and trades. They offer 36 volt, 22 volt, and 12 volt lines of cordless tools. And again, they don't brag about how many tools they offer, but every trade is represented on Hilti.com. Everything from building construction, civil engineering, electrical, interior finishing, mechanical, to name a few. I know there are a lot of other pro brands out there, but these are probably the most well-known. If you're a pro, tell me what brand you've gone with and why in the comments below. Now on to the top DIY brands. Makita seems to aim for the high-end DIYer and might even be suitable for a pro. When you hold a Makita cordless tool, it is very pro-feeling, like the guards are made of metal and it feels heavier to hold. Interestingly though, all of the marketing seems geared towards DIYers. They offer a wide variety of voltage batteries from 3.6 volts all the way up to 40 volts. The one most people will use is the 18 volt line, and they have all the essentials available. 40 volt products are relatively new today, and the number of tools available is growing. This looks like Makita's attempt to perhaps appeal to the pro user. They're calling it the XGT technology, which combines a higher output battery with innovative motor engineering. In terms of new tool innovation, Ryobi is the clear leader here. They just launched their HP or high performance line for both 18 volt and 40 volt tools, but they are more for outdoor power tools like mowers, trimmers, and blowers. I may do a separate video on this at a later date because it looks promising and I'm actually in the market for a chainsaw. As far as project type tools, they boast their 18 volt 1 Plus battery that can power over 175 tools. And not just the usual tools like drills and saws, but also vacuums, lights, scrub brushers, buffers. The list goes on. They also have a very mature selection of brushless tools, which is a topic I plan on making a video about in the future. I think you can probably sense by now my excitement for this brand and may have already guessed that this is the one I use, but you'll have to stick around to the end to hear my background story with Ryobi. I've got a couple more DIY brands I want to mention first. One of them is Craftsman. Craftsman is a brand I became acquainted with as a child because it's the brand my dad had. Mind you, at the time they weren't cordless, and I won't tell you the number of times I accidentally cut the cord. I'm actually not sure what cordless brand he's rocking now, and I'll have to ask him next time I see him, and maybe if he watches this video he can put in the comments for everyone what brand he uses. Anyway, the nice thing about Craftsman is that they don't just deal with power tools, but all kinds of homeowner DIY products for the productive type. The advantage with Craftsman cordless tools is that they operate on a 20 volt platform. The website has an asterisk next to the 20 volt, so not sure what's in the small print, and I don't like small print. I'm starting to think that it's not the full 20 volts, but that's what they're marketing. The Skil brand is probably most famous for the Skil saw. It's kind of like the tissue brand Kleenex. Whenever I ask for a circular saw, I usually call it a Skil saw. Anyone else call it a Skil saw? Skil advertises on Skil.com a 12 volt, 20 volt, and 40 volt system. The 40 volt system seems reserved for lawn and yard tools exclusively, so we'll cover the other two systems. The 12 volt system is designed for lightweight and compact scenarios, which is handy, but you wouldn't want this to be your first and only tool. The 20 volt system has a good selection of tools with brushless motors, and one of the features unique to Skil's batteries is the power assist, or power on the go USB charging port built right into the battery. Other brands like Ryobi make you buy a separate battery attachment to have this option. It's basically like having a portable power bank. It's kind of handy. So I've presented you with some great options here. Again, I'm not trying to persuade you to buy any particular brand. I just want to present some information that may be helpful to you in your tough decision. Now, my decision to use Ryobi wasn't really a decision at all. About 11 years ago, I was in my second year of college, living on my own, and needed a drill. I can't remember what for, but I needed one, and I could no longer just go down to the basement and grab my dad's drills. Funny thing is, I lived in a basement apartment at the time, but all I had was a screwdriver to my name. Anyway, I ventured to the nearest Home Depot with my student budget to find the cheapest cordless drill I could find, and it just so happened to be a Ryobi. In fact, it was this one. At the time, cordless tools came with a nickel metal hydride battery, not a lithium ion like they do today. Which, by the way, battery technology has come a long way since then. I still have this drill, and I still use it. The battery is dead and gone, but the drill still works. I used it to mix tile mortar once, and sparks were coming out of it, and probably the brushes were burning up, but it still goes. So I have no problem recommending Ryobi to anyone. They're good quality tools, and they just so happen to be affordable. If I break one, which I haven't yet, I'll just go buy another one. Since then, I've expanded my tool collection, and I'm deep in the ecosystem without regret, really. This spring, I'll be investing in some 40 volt Ryobi HP yard tools, so if you're interested in seeing that upcoming video, you might want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post it. Well, I think that'll end it for this one. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. It helps others to find this video as well, and I would greatly appreciate it. Remember, dream it, fix it, build it. Later.